Welcome to Halftime Heroes with the latest sports news from around the Mornington Peninsula. With Adam Kelly, Peter Susovich, Neil Craig, Lee McQuillan, Luke Harris and Chris Gamble. Take it away, Adam.
G'day sports fans and welcome to the Halftime Heroes. We are back again in Suss's Garage and what a pleasure it is to be back with some new faces. If you are listening, if you're watching, of course, you are recognising the person sitting next to me. But it has been a huge week in football in both rounds, in both Divisions 1 and 2. Rosebud clearly on top as I'm sporting the Rosebud beanie. Come on, the buds. It's what happens, Sus, when you just start to get a little bit of a profile. You get certain phone calls to say, come and pick the beanie up from my letterbox. And that's how I roll now, Gammers. That's how I roll.
Yeah, yep.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Rosebud dominating in Division 1 and, Frankston dominating in Division 2. But as I go around the room each and every week, I say hello to the great man, the executive producer, the master button pusher, Peter Susovich. Hello, Sus.
What a great week.
Great week of football.
We're in August. Everyone's flying.
Yep.
And very happy week.
You headed down to Mornington?
Mornington, yes. I got warned by about 5 people. Keep away from the edges.
Also you sent me a video. You did a player interview. We might put that up a little bit later.
Absolutely.
What a clusterfuck that was. You were well and truly pissed.
I was low. Yeah, see how tall James was?
I know.
6'8".
6'8". Oh. Very tall. Also, too, singing the song, he went down.
Yes. Took a fall.
Foundations, luckily, to be intact. He's a big man, a really big man.
And loves his footy, has fun with his footy.
Yep.
Love it.
Very good to have around the club. Back in Suss's Garage also this week is the senior coach of the Somerville Football Netball Club, Chris Gammers Gamble. Welcome back, Gammers.
Hello, Adam. Good to be back.
Very good to be back. You're on fire tonight.
Am I?
Well, just off fair. There's been a lot of
green room.
It's been a good week. Yeah, green room's been rocking.
Yes,
yeah, it's good
absolutely.
to have some fresh faces, some fresh blood.
I
in
know.
the garage. So,
I know.
Looking forward to it. We've reduced the age profile by about 85 years. So fantastic.
Well, you did mention, you have mentioned, and if you are watching it, you haven't heard these dulcet tones yet. It is the Commish. The Commish has gone. Well, he's taken off. It happens always. It always happens.
He got picked up.
He got picked up by the nursing home and transported to the Melbourne airport, in which he's gone up to the. Where is it? It was on the tip of my tongue. No,
Port Douglas?
He's spending a week in Port Douglas, but it's
Central Plains Retirement
Village. What's the
Village?
one below it? Shit, I always forget.
Early Beach?
No, that's a fairway. Not
Townsville?
Cable Beach. Anyway, he's at a nursing home. He's gone to thaw out, but in his spot, can I just say, grand final play in the under-11s at Narre Warren South.
Wow.
He dominated both Rye and Rosebud Junior Football Clubs, and now seeing himself at the Bayswater Football Netball Club, being coached by Spook, of course. Harris is the one and only, my boy, my son is Jacob Kelly. Welcome to the Halftime Heroes and Suss's Garage.
What an introduction. Gee whiz. Bit happening there.
That's the longest intro we've ever had.
I know. I had to get in the under 11 Premiership.
Under 11
He must
Premiership.
be 10 years old and the Commish must be 115.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Garage, Jake.
Thanks, sir. Pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. You're a big fan of the show, obviously.
Huge fan. Avid listener, apart from Commish's lead session. We won't talk about that one.
No, we won't talk about
But
that one.
love the show.
Love the show.
Very
you
big
are a big fan of the show.
And brought a stat sheet.
I know.
Indeed.
Look at the notes.
Holy
Got the notes.
shit.
First person I've seen prepared rock up.
Well, that's sat next to me anyway.
Ever.
The commish brings some scribble and reckons he's prepared.
Yeah, no, it looks fancy, and I look forward to getting into it.
Now, also missing from the Halftime Heroes, of course, you will have noticed or heard that his voice isn't present. From all reports, speaking to his son at Bayswater, Chase. Hello to you, Chase. He drove past the McDonald's and has, as a result, caught the influenza B. Because, he's all about, fuel by Spook. If you want to get fit and not crook, then make sure you jump on Fuel by Spook. But
There's a competitor coming out.
oh, is there?
There is.
What, you?
Fuel by Sus.
There
is.
Yeah, you take
Watch
them
out,
bite-sized
Spook.
chunks, and apparently you can feed it.
Watch out, Spook. Be a solid footy team.
But no, Spook is very, very unwell at the moment. And yes, from all reports, he did drive past.
Have a nice sleep in the sauna.
Yeah. Well, I think he might be going a bit too hard.
Yep.
Time to look at the regime, Spook. And if you're that crook and you haven't been that crook in a while, but no, you won't hear of it because you haven't been in the sauna enough. That's what he'll say.
How you been, Chief?
I've been good. Thanks for asking.
Yeah,
plenty going on.
Yeah,
plenty going on.
Rosebud,
up and about.
Yeah, clearly, they made their way into the garage.
Yeah, it's even got creases in it. Gammers.
Oh, it's
been folded.
I'm getting a bit sick of these seasonal hats. Just
well, what am I
through the
supposed? I
garage.
get rang. I get rang by
Just
a
don't even
stalwart of the football club to say, "Come by. There's a beanie in the letterbox."
If I bring you a summy hat, will you wear it?
Fucking oath, I will.
Okay.
Absolutely, I would.
That's good.
Bring on the beanies. I say, I love them. Collect them.
Bloody hell.
Now, just on that, Rosebud Football Netball Club. So, as you know, in Division 1, I'm a huge barracker of the Rosebud Footy Club and prefer to follow Rye in Division 2, although very soft spot and always have, not just because you're sitting next to me, for the Somerville Football Netball Club. However, I've heard, so Brett McRae, Whale. Everyone knows Whale. And so he's already had the 2 knees replaced. He was on the donor program at Werribee Zoo, so 2 rhinoceros knees. But also so apparently he's twinged his hammy.
Oh,
yep. So part of that, well,
what animal are they?
Yeah, well, this is it. This is it.
Bit of
So,
grafting from a.
No, from all reports. So remember the movie? I was going to say Jumanji then, but it's just come out again. It's Jurassic Park.
Yep.
So remember the sap. The ball of sap that had the mosquito in it.
You're very close to saying something else.
So apparently they've got that,
Yep.
and it's a triceratops. So the they're harvesting a no, they're not.
So-
but he's
They're getting that off the chief.
off the what?
They're getting that off Brett.
Yeah. No.
They're extracting that off Brett.
No, it's going to be put into Brett.
Oh, rightio.
It's going to. Hello to Whale. He's a huge fan of the show. He's one of the ones that gets stroppy when you don't put the podcast up.
He is the potty man.
Absolutely
I know
loves it.
Yep.
Absolutely loves it. So hello to you, Whale. And like I said, Rosebud absolutely flying at the moment. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's go.
Let's jump straight into the Division 1 football show. It is now time for. It's been round 16. It was played out on the 9th of August, and the selection table, thanks to the halftime heroes, was Frankston YCW taking on Rosebud, and Rosebud
did we get that one wrong?
did not disappoint. What do you mean?
As in match of the day, that just got blown out of the water.
Yeah, it was
Just a bit past.
It was an absolute shacking. The first game that took place was Edithvale taking on Pines. And, from all reports, Edithvale have gone down with quite a few injuries. Jake, who was injured, please, out of that Edithvale Aspendale game?
Oof, that's quite the list. Quite the list.
Vickery?
So we had Vickery.
Galachi?
Yep, Galachi. Vickery was down in the second quarter.
Yes,
I heard. Still kicked 4.
not bad.
Gammers.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Dislocated shoulder, pretty serious one.
Galachi with an ankle?
Yep.
But I think he'll get up. That's what I'm hearing.
Lopo with a shoulder?
What about, do you reckon that's real?
You never know. That could be a 1-week shoulder.
Could be.
Could be just a 1-week
Johnny
shoulder.
Walker did a hamstring
Yes.
as well.
Walking to the bar?
Jim Beam's brother.
Yep.
It was Edithvale taking the Chocolates by 21 points, 15-14, 104 defeating Pines Football Netball Club 12-11-83 in the best for Edithvale. It looked a little bit like this. It was Lewis Diggins, Toby Arms, Alexander Brown, Liam Hiscock, and Daniel Harrison. And for the Pines Football Club, it was Jonathan Hayden, Dylan Williams, Luke Dalmo, Jared Gatt, and Jacob Boyle. The next game to take place, it was played at the Frankston YC John Coburn Oval. It was a one-sided affair. Rosebud victors by 70 points, 16-10, 106 defeating Frankston YC 412-36. Thus, we speak about accurate kicking. And, well, it was a shit display by Frankston YC.
They were right off the ball at home, and geez, that sets a statement for the next 5 to 6 weeks.
Kept goalless in the first quarter, managed a goal in the second,
And
1-6-12.
And Rosebud has their players in the Banana Lounge at 3/4 time.
Yeah, so from all reports, who was that rested in the fourth?
My understanding, it could have been the Whites, and maybe Hartung had a rest.
Hartung definitely had a rest. We had, so the Whites kicked 9 between them, Gammers.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it's a pretty powerful performance, isn't it? Because I'm looking at YC's team, and that looks pretty strong as well. Riley Darcy, goalless. That's usually a pretty good indication that YC haven't been able to kick a winning score. I heard Lockie Williams might have sat the last quarter on the bench as well.
Yes.
He kicked
Confirmed.
3 up until that point. So, yeah, that's a powerful performance, a fortnight out from finals, isn't it?
Find me Dicko in that Rosebud list.
I can't.
Yeah.
Find me Blake Kuipers in that.
Oh, geez, you're really on a roll tonight, aren't you?
Hey.
What's another hat, mate?
I got late mail to say
Send him a polo. Send him a polo next time.
I got mail that those two players were out.
You'll be a
and,
full kit wanker by the end of the fair dinkum.
In the best for YC, it was Darcy Muir, Christian, Samplas, Sampus, Luca Goonan, Barry Byron, and Chin Mullane. And for Rosebud, it was Mitchell White, Callum White, Lockie Williams, Jackson McRae, first game back for Jackson as well, and Reed Nanscowan. So very, very good. Whale would have been up and about watching his son go around again. And that was the selection table match of the round. The next game was, well, she was a hot one. This one apparently was all happening down at Lloyd Park, wasn't it, Chief?
Well, they had Millsy's 500.
It was. So congratulations to Millsy.
Well done.
500 games to Brett Mills, of course. Mate, someone told me that you were on the Sunday footy show.
Yeah, I heard that.
Whatever. We're talking about you on the Halftime Heroes, Millsy. So well done, mate. Congratulations. 500 game involved from juniors all the way, Jake, to now as a line coach. I think he's for the reserves. 1979.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. So a great clubman, and Sus, you were good enough to share. There's a photo getting around with him in it, as well as
correct.
Yeah, and Toe Punt as
great
well.
man,
The great man Toey. So that brought a tear to my eye. So absolutely, the next game was more. Oh, sorry, I haven't even spoken about this game. It was Langwarrin Football Netball Club victors over Mount Eliza.
There's a couple of picks there, weren't there, last week?
The Roos go bang.
I reckon I picked Langy last week.
You did?
Yes.
Review the tape, please.
Yeah.
I reckon I picked them. I picked them.
Who knows?
Yep.
Did you really?
Yes.
If you look down Langy's player list, the difference looks like a private player with 4 goals.
Money. Yep.
Is that Harry? Is
was,
that?
It was Harry Money. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Because
we know who he is. So
there was a famous photo at the end of the match showing the scoreboard.
I did see that with him at the front. Yeah.
And I'd just like to thank the
who was that?
The alert people out at Langwarrin of letting me know what the score really was. That's okay. Just update your scoreboard on Player HQ and we'll all be fine.
We have to get our information from somewhere, don't we, Chief?
Same as the Herald Sun. That's where they got their information. So don't see you having a crack at them.
I know, but everyone, the Halftime Heroes, Sus, you should know it's a source of information for the Mornington Peninsula. The number one show.
But it used to be 10%. The population used to be dickheads. It's grown out to around 20%.
Well, welcome to social media, Chief.
It's a pretty serious result, though, isn't it?
It is a really serious result. Well, from all reports, I listened to some of the RPP match of the round, and the people that you'd expect a 5 for Mount Eliza fired, but obviously
it's a cracking win for Langwarrin at this time of the year.
Exactly.
And we'll review it later. But out of the two matches left, they would possibly have the easiest run.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's still a outside chance.
Who have they got coming up, Jake?
They've got.
Sorry, thought you might have had that written down. I'll leave you to that. Langwarrin victors, of course, by 17 points, 10-11-71, defeating Mount Eliza 8-6-54 in the best 4. Langwarrin, it was Agape Patolo, Jack Orchard, Bryce Rutherford, Jordan Bertrand, and Harry Cranyak. Gets me every time. That
I
one.
tell you what's really big about this game is if Mount Eliza wins this, it's a 2-game gap between 5th and the rest.
Mhm.
Now you've got 2 clubs on 32.
Don't go all through it yet. You're
Oh,
coming.
sorry.
It's coming.
Okay,
It's coming.
okay.
The next,
It's just a massive game.
yeah, huge game. Mount Eliza for Mount Eliza Football Club. It was Harry Langford, Finlay Bain, Thomas Kelly, Hunter Stevens, and Chris Carey. The next game to take place was played out at Mornington Alexandra Park at the Pavilion. And, Chief, before I read out the scores, the 3/4 time message was "What please" by Newey. If you can you repeat it?
No, I can't.
You can't.
I'd love to, but I got a feeling that all the listeners would know what it would be.
What was that?
Well, that Red Hill are going to a certain place. That's all.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
And I'll be glad to hand the Melways over. That shows them the direction to all the Division 2 clubs in 2026.
So if you want to question what was said at 3/4 time, put it together, and that's
Yep. And I'll give you the Melways.
send them to Division 2.
Oof.
Which,
Special edition 51.
Yep.
Not happy with Red Hill.
They didn't came. In my view, they didn't come prepared for footy. They came prepared for having a good hard knock. So they forgot about the footy.
I'd agree.
Try and hurt some on the way through. Mornington victors, as I said, by 67 points, 17, 19, 121, defeating Red Hill Football Netball Club 8-6-54. The best for Mornington. Sorry, it was Kai Owens, Nathan Heath, Mitchell Blum, Ned Moody, and our boy Matty LaFontaine just back in the best. It's great to see him. For Red Hill, it was Charlie Robertson Kay. He has absolutely been a young star for the Red Hill Football Club this year. Thomas Lewis, Connor Ederle, and Patrick McDonald and Sam Gove. Sus, very, very interesting. Gresham wasn't on the list. He's been prolific on that list, Gammers, for quite a few weeks.
I think Macca was up doing under 12s and did his homework up there as well. So that was taken care of and nullified. So you can see that he was getting a bit frustrated. You can see a couple of dust-ups in the middle. So, Mornington a year ago would have been on the receiving end, but Mornington held off and matured, which is great.
And also special shout out to Macca, who also in the under 12 Victorian representative team victors.
Three-peat.
Three on the trot.
Under 12s getting the job done and over South Australia, who he despises.
Yeah,
Not necessarily as a state, but there's some rivalry there.
As a state.
As a state. He did say that the talk before the game was going to be giving these 12-year-olds a little bit of history.
Oh.
So
it's pretty serious under 12s these days. I don't know what I was doing back then. Maybe
absolutely.
Eating a Buffalo Bill or something. Maybe.
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 Chewy, geez, they were good.
But
They
if you-
still make them.
Yeah, I think so. But
They do.
the bubble gum gets a bit hard.
Gets so hard. Only lasts about 3
I
minutes.
thought he said he was having a dart at half time in under 12s.
Who?
Him.
Oh,
No,
No.
don't.
no, absolutely.
But if you're a
not.
Victorian, you don't like South Australians.
No,
Especially when it comes to
absolutely
footy.
Just comes with the birth certificate.
Yeah, exactly right. And the last game to take out round 16, it was played down at Sorrento, Dave McFarlane Reserve, and it was Sorrento taking on Dramana Football Netball Club. Dramana strong with a 22-point win, 14-8-92, defeating Sorrento Football Club by 22 points, 10-10-70 in the best for Sorrento. It was, there's this man again. It was Tom Cameron, Angus Callahan, Ryan Clark, Charlie Stokes, our boy Chuggles. And Marcus Gardner. And, from all reports, it was a Gertz affair again. It was Billy Gertz, Nathan Higgins, Sam Gertz, Harry Cook, and Daniel Eason. I'd love to get, we haven't got the stats, have we? Love to know what the Gertzes did.
But we can get some couple of outs that weren't included. So the Rat, big fan of me, I think, and also Clayton Gay.
Big fan of you.
Big fan of
Not.
not.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
I
and
thought you were rapping
Why
yourself.
doesn't he like you?
and Clayton Gay, because he loves the video. That's all. He got the 4 weeks.
Oh, yes.
Correct.
Clayton
but
Gay was Frankston, I believe.
Surely in this impressive
And
notes.
And it's interesting, sorry, Gummers, while we're talking about Frankston, interesting that the Gippsland League and it
Saw
might
that.
flow on.
VFL players.
Yeah, yes. So very, very interesting. So there might be a rule change with VFL players to local clubs.
Oh,
Yeah,
So-
I've heard that's going to get done.
what have you got?
Yeah,
Yes.
look, very much like most of the Div 1 games across the board, the third quarter looked pretty busy. Tigs just go whack. 7 scoring shots to 3 against the Sharks. And yeah, it's been a few weeks now where Chuckles has been named consistently in the best. But yeah, unfortunately, Sora's just in a bit of a hole. I think they needed to win this, obviously, to keep their finals chances alive. And I think they missed from here, Gammers.
Yeah, it's looking that way. Germano definitely the joker in the pack.
Yeah.
They since they changed the captain of the ship, they I don't think they've lost, have they? They might have lost one.
One.
Yeah, they've surged into 4th and are a chance of finishing in the top 3.
Absolutely, and
yeah.
we know Dramana at their best when they have a plethora of goal scorers with 7 goals. Gammers, you are the unofficial, now official ladder man of the halftime heroes. You are. I think you've almost got your own fan page. So bring us through the ladder, please, of Division 1.
So Rosebud, number 1 offense, number 1 defense, sitting 2 games clear now and nearly 40% ahead of Frankston. So that's a really good top of the ladder finish for them. Frankston they've sealed 2nd spot despite the loss. Ades push up to 3rd or stay 3rd. But look, for me, I'm a big percentage man.
You are
Adam,
a percentage
so
man.
We've got Rosebud on 162. We've got Frankston on 123. And then it drops considerably.
Yes.
Ades on 101. Dramana 105. Mount Eliza, the outlier, on 114. And then everyone else is below 100. Look, I think, Sus, you said that the top 5 might have been settled. I reckon Langwarren have got something to say about it, as you alluded to earlier. I think they've got the two
nice matches.
Yeah,
They
to
do.
come,
They
which
have-
probably gets them in.
Red Hill and Mornington to come.
So they'd look at those and go, we win
Gettable.
both of those.
Yep. Lick their lips.
And what have Mount Eliza got to finish?
They got some tough ones.
What have they got? They got the top 2, don't they? Or one
They've
of
got
the top.
YC.
Yep.
And then they have Rosebud. They do have the top 2.
They're in trouble.
They are.
They have
Rubble.
to win one of those, Mount Eliza, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Langwarren and Mornington maybe Mornington at their best can flip a coin there, but I think they get Red Hill. So, yeah, Mount Eliza, the defending premiers, have to beat one of the top 2 to make it, which is an exciting finish, isn't it?
Oh, it is an exciting finish. Takeaways, please, for round 16. We'll start with you, Sus.
I witnessed the last quarter at Mornington and just saw a little glimpse of 2026 from Mornington, and that was very, very good
You should be
football.
wearing a hat next week.
Yes.
I was going to say.
Just put it in the post.
I don't think you're quite there yet.
So, but it was fantastic. But the most important thing is what I saw on the weekend was that the players enjoyed playing the footy. They didn't come in gassed with achievement or anything. They came in gassed and having fun out in the field and congratulating each other. I haven't seen that in a footy club for a long time.
Well, without jerking off Mornington, everyone that we've had on, both opposition coaches as well as coaches, that is definitely the ethos around that place is just to have fun. And we heard it a couple of years ago, didn't we, Sus, when we had Shane Ramsey in. So that's
Yes.
across the women's program, across the guys program. It's just all about having fun. And when you see wins like that, it's definitely all about that. How good is that? And also to Chris Holcomb celebrates his 300th game also on the weekend. So well done to you, Holks. It is rare to see clubmen like that, clubmen and women, I should say, that celebrate those milestones. So obviously Millsy with his 500th, and then Holks with the 300. Also, that rounds out what has been round 16. Let's have a look at the upcoming round. That is going to be round 17, the halftime hero selection table match of the round, thanks to Frankston, Rosebud and Mornington Toyota. We have chosen Mount Eliza taking on Frankston YCW. It is a must-win for the Mount Eliza Football Netball Club. That's why we have chosen. We'll dive into that at the end of preview, but it is the first game. Well, she's locked and loaded. We spoke about Dramana Gammas, Rosebud clear on top, absolutely. And now that's as the competition comes to a close, the home and away season, we're seeing these kinds of games, and it's even more so in Division 2, isn't it? It is absolutely going to be a cracking next 2 to 3 weeks of football.
Bloody oath.
We're going to talk about Div 2 shortly, but the top 6 play each other this week, which the MPFNL couldn't have dreamed of.
I know
5 months ago.
I know exactly right. Yep. And Sus, I know there was some
conspiracy.
There was some conversations getting around socials today on the Halftime Heroes Facebook page. If you're interested, go and check it out. But well, there's a supporter of and he's just going with a single name, hasn't he? Doesn't want to.
So just so you know what we do with our research, we go and have a look at the supporter. When the supporter has no photos, no ID or anything like that,
they're slinging guns.
He must be a new supporter and must be from somewhere when he disguises himself as a cat supporter.
Yeah, no, he does, doesn't he? But there's some questionable games coming up, Gammas, with some potential questionable results,
permutations,
with finals being played at questionable clubs.
Yes, agree.
Agree?
Agree.
Very good. Well, let's see what round 17 has to offer in Division 1 football. It's going to be played out this coming Saturday, the 16th of August, and it is Dramana taking on Rosebud at Dramana Recreation Reserve. Rosebud's big bodies, versus Dramana's quick, slick movement around the ball. And, we expect a quick, high-speed game, don't we, Jake? Rosebud, very different looking team to Dramana.
Yeah, we sure do. It's obviously at Dramana,
That
smaller
is.
deck.
Yep.
I struggle to see how Gertz goes with the bigs at Rosebud. Obviously, he's going to have his hands full with the white boys and how that goes. And obviously, we've seen Dramana do it time and time again. Forward handballs, move the ball quick on the small deck. It's going to be a challenge.
You've got obviously the number one utility ruckman in the competition versus the big sources in the Cummings boys. When they team up on him, and you've obviously got Blake, I expect to be named this coming week. He normally takes the ruck down the forward line. Then you've got Matthew or Stephen that rotate through the back line and through the centre. Normally he can handle it, but I just think with the confidence maybe of what Rosebud are producing at the moment, it might be a little bit different, Sus.
I think Billy excels in those types
So
of...
do I. I was just trying to talk it down.
I think he
loves an underdog story.
Yep.
He does, and he's going to fire,
loves a challenge.
He will absolutely fire.
And I think he might have his mate after serving 4 weeks back this week, so as in... Sammy Fowler,
yes.
So that could be very, very interesting.
Oh, the stage is set for a huge one.
Last time they met?
Oh, yes.
Round 3. Rosebud 11-14-80, defeated Dramana 9-13-67. If Billy had troubles that day, it didn't stop him from being second best on.
Yep. He didn't have troubles. I was just trying to talk it down.
You're trying to talk it down?
Yeah.
Yep. He was trying to protect the hat.
Okay.
He's
okay.
trying to protect the jacket.
Okay.
Rosebud for me.
Dramana.
I'm going Rosie. Big bodies.
Big bodies. Gammas.
I'm going Dramana as well.
Okay, it's a 2-2. I like it. I like it a lot. The next game is Edith Vale Aspendale taking on Sorrento Football Netball Club. It's going to be played at Edith Vale Aspendale, Regents Park, of course. Very nice looking too. I saw some pictures of it the other day. It looks a treat. She's a very, very, very small ground as opposed to Sorrento. Edith Vale, it is it's a must-win for Sorrento if they're likely to move ahead. But obviously there needs to be some things happen, Gammas, as you went through the ladder. There needs to be some serious mathematics to take place if Sorrento are any chance. And I'd say the first equation, Jake, is that Sorrento win this game.
Yeah,
because if they don't, it's all over Red Rover.
It's curtains, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll add a bit of spice to it, hey?
Yeah.
So Sorrento finished
Spice it up.
Sorrento finished with Red Hill in the last round. They can still take Mount Eliza's spot if they lose both games.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
But it's dependent on Langy's form
It's
as
dependent
well.
on Langwarren, and it's
Exactly.
depending on Sorrento winning this game. But we just talked about Ades having a bit of a hospital ward of injuries. This game's a flip of the coin, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, even though it's 3rd versus 7th in round 17, but far out.
And we've gone to predict them in the past, and we haven't.
They're hard
haven't done
teams
it.
to follow, aren't they?
Yep, both Sorrento and EDFs.
Yeah.
can Ades, there is no doubt. I was taking the P1SS earlier about Lopo, but apparently his shoulder's absolutely rooted. Do they win with the likes of who they've got out?
That's a great question you pose. Obviously, big fan of the show. Watching earlier episodes, Lopo's name didn't come up much in the best earlier in the season.
It's not been his best season.
So I think it'll definitely challenge Edes' depth and see who they can bring up into the side. Obviously, as we've mentioned, a very long list of injuries coming off the weekend. But I'm not sure it'll really test their depth. Sus?
The one weakness I think Sorrento have is James Hallahan is the only option up forward at the moment. And there's a little brother of a thing at EDF's the coach called Pendlebury.
Yes.
Who is probably the master back man at the moment that could have the job.
He'll be fresh as a daisy too. So he didn't play on the weekend.
Yeah. So
plan.
He managed his way through last year as well in Div 2. So I think he's late 30s now. So I think it's a smart way of playing it.
It could if that's the option. But that's all I'm thinking. Sorrento a bit one-dimensional at the moment. So, but James is playing extremely well.
Going back to Lopo, I think Lewis Diggins has really taken over as the premier midfielder in that side.
Totally agree.
They'll get Gallucci up, I believe, with that ankle. And I think if we're talking about Diggins, then it's a different story. Just Lopo doesn't seem this year, for whatever reason, to have the same impact he has had.
No, I agree with that. Okay, well, let's stop blabbing about it. Who wins?
Ades.
Jake?
I think Ades at home.
Gammers?
Yeah, I think Ades will set up their top 3 spot.
I'm going to go Sorrento.
Back chuckles in. Back chuckles in.
He's going to have a very sore back.
Yeah. He needs a large back.
Absolutely carrying them. No, Sorrento for me. I just think the outs might be a bit too much for Edith Farr.
And just a reminder, folks, get into the Sorrento draw as well. The raffle.
When you mentioned Sorrento, you scared the shit out of me.
No. I bought 2 tickets in their $100 raffle. So
surprise, $1 million.
Yeah, no.
2 Range Rovers have heard.
A couple of cars.
Is that?
Couple of Rangies.
Couple of Rangies.
Just get online to the Sorrento Footy Club. Great raffle.
Great raffle, no, of course. And that reminds me too, I meant to mention it on at the top of the show. If you are, look, I make it a job to go, we were talking about this the other day, Sus, and I was talking to you, Jake, about it, but I scour on the weekends. I scour different things that clubs are posting.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No. And obviously, if you've got an event coming up, or if it's Ladies' Day, or if you do have a milestone match like, Millsy and like Hulks at Mornington, then let us know. You'd be surprised, but we've got quite the following now, and I'm sure we can get around those people that you're celebrating or the events you're celebrating. So make sure you jump on the Halftime Heroes Facebook page, or you can hit us up at halftimeheroes.mpfornow@gmail.com and just share what's going on. And we're happy to promote this stuff. We're all about Mornington Peninsula Football Netball League, and well, it's just the right thing to do, Chief.
Correct.
All good. Oh, you're giving me plenty there. The next game is, it's Mount Eliza taking on the Frankston Stone Cats at Emil Madsen Reserve. And it is the selection table match of the round, thanks to Frankston, Mornington and Rosebud Toyota. Let's pick this one apart, Jake. What have you got, please?
Yeah, looking at last week's form, both teams coming off pretty big losses. Obviously, Mount Eliza, not a big loss in the sense of scoreboard, but probably a loss they didn't expect to have.
No.
They'd probably look at Langwarrin and think, yep, gettable, going to solidify our final spot. So one they didn't want to drop, where YC just got demolished by Rosebud, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Too strong. I think Rikki pumps them up at home. I reckon he gets it going. We've seen it before. Mount Eliza cut teams up with their skills.
It's a must win.
What's the worst loss out of the two? Mount Eliza and Frankston YC last week.
I would say the Mount Eliza loss at Langwarrin.
Okay.
Yep. Not just on the scoreboard, because I think, like Jake said, Mount Eliza saw this as a very gettable game and they dropped it.
If
YC were coming up sus against Rosebud,
and if you're
top
thinking,
of the ladder.
yeah, if you think got the game in hand, yeah, take the foot off the brake. Let
Off
it
the
roll.
brake?
Let it roll. Just
Yep.
let it roll.
Yep.
And see what happens.
Who
But yeah,
wins?
Jeez.
Have you got a last time, Gammons?
I can get a last one.
I'm going for YC.
Right now.
You're going to go for YC?
Yeah, I haven't seen YC. Well, there's still. We'll have to tell them to take their own water down as well.
Oh, you've got a little bit of mail on
Yeah,
that.
so there's. Yeah, there could be a little
Tidbit.
a
A little golden nugget from Suss's garage.
Could be some water being delivered to the southern Frankston area by some trucks. So that's what I've heard.
Why do
So
they need water sus?
Steve Bacon, because they've
Well, they've been in the shit, haven't they?
well they've been in the one hat has blocked the drain down there. One hat.
It
The
couldn't
Commish's
be.
hat.
One
It
decrepit,
couldn't be.
one decrepit old hat.
When he got picked up on Sunday morning for the
Yes.
bus.
Saturday
Sunday
afternoon.
morning.
Yep.
He chucked it out in disgust. Got caught in the drain.
Oh.
Just blocked the shit up out of
Yeah,
everything.
that sounds like our man, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, he jumps on and off like a fucking
Just chucked
like
the
a
hat.
Princess Cruises ship.
So anyway,
Maybe.
He does, doesn't he?
Southeast Melbourne Water
I
just
can't-
came out.
I can't believe he's missing this game.
Yeah.
Gooch versus Rikki. Gooch or Goons? What do we
Go-
call him?
Gooch.
Gooch. Yeah,
Gooch.
so I know him as Gooch.
Yeah, no,
when
we
I
win.
work with
Yeah,
him.
it's definitely
Jeez,
Gooch.
I hope you guys know what that means.
Hey, we do
Yeah,
know
well,
what
yeah,
that
I've got a
means.
fair idea.
Yep.
So last time they met, 22 shots to 21 shots, 13-9-87 YCW Stonecats versus Mount Eliza 9-12-66 at John Coburn. So Frankston up by 4 points at halftime, kick away in the third, and it peters out to a 3-goal win.
Who wins this time?
I'm a big believer at this time of the year, if you've got a bit more to play for, that could be the edge between two sides that I think are pretty even. YCW, I'm sure they've got plenty to play for, but ladder position, they can't go up, they can't go down. Mount Eliza, they've got a premiership to defend. Mount Eliza.
What's Ricky's three-quarter time speech if
Oh,
they're down, or even if they're up?
I think Ricky's very process-driven, system-driven. I don't think you would get a rah-rah.
Regardless,
I don't think so. They'd have to be playing pretty ordinary, and he would have to think that was going to have a serious effect. I think it'd be. I spoke to Rikki on the phone actually this week, and he would just talk about the way they want to play. They know when they get the game on their terms, they're a very good side, and he'd just be reminding them of what makes them good. So I don't think you see anything out of the ordinary from Rikki. I just think they win.
Yep.
Because they have to.
Does he mention that it's a must-win game? Does that come into
Oh.
it, or do you not create that panic?
I have with my team. So
I think you have to.
I think he would talk about. I think he'd focus more about their best footy and what it looks like and the result that it'll give them.
Do you concentrate on last week's game when you're reviewing tomorrow night?
Oh no, I think.
No, sorry, late Tuesday night.
I think he'll move into Frankston YCW pretty quickly. I think
Yeah.
he'll talk a little bit about the Rosebud Frankston YC result.
Yes,
Like I actually
more so than his own result. at
I
Langley.
deliberately asked that question because I think I don't want to talk ill of Frankston YC, but they would have to be semi-embarrassed by that result last week. That's first v second.
Yep.
So they will come out snarling, and I think Mount Eliza will talk about that. But yeah, look, I think Rikki would see YC as gettable if the Mount Eliza boys can play anywhere near their time of footy.
Yep. Jake, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll flip it for you, Gammers. If I'm Gooch, and we've spoken about, well, not we, but you guys have spoken about this on the pod, Mount Eliza are one of those teams we don't want to play in the finals.
Oh, look.
So
yeah.
Frankston's looking at this game thinking, if we beat these guys, it's one step closer for them not being in the finals. If I'm a Stonecats player and the boys and I are lining up, we're going to town on Mount Eliza.
Jeez, I
Big
like
bodies, bullying them off the ball.
Yeah. Look, I think it's a great point. Opportunity for Gooch. Again, system-based. He's got the side of the big bodies to... They'll be more thinking about getting their game back up and running.
Yes.
Like, they got knocked off the rails last week. They wouldn't be thinking about playing Rosebud again. They'd be thinking about playing their best footy coming into finals. So I think it's a great point. Look, I look at that top five and see potholes everywhere for all those sides. Like Dramana and Mount Eliza, for them to be sitting 4th and 5th, they're probably the most dangerous 4th and 5th side in any local competition
100%.
going. So
100%.
I think for Frankston, it's about getting their game up and going again. Hit a road bump last week. Don't turn it into a 2-week mistake.
Yep. I'm tipping YC. Big bodies.
Sus.
YC.
YC. I think Rikki gets Man Eliza across the line.
Yeah, look, I think
What?
You're good. That's okay. That's okay.
if you got the commission you're in,
No.
He does.
Well, I
He
don't-
does.
Who would he go for in this?
Oh, you shouldn't be, aren't you?
No, he's got a man
Oh,
crush on
no,
Lee.
no. There's no way, regardless. Absolutely regardless.
Wet
And
weather.
we heard when the Gooch was on that they haven't been, there just hasn't been that
Oh,
connection there.
Yeah, well, Gooch
Was there?
Gooch has not been going to that coffee.
Oh,
so
exactly.
avoid him. Yeah.
Exactly. To avoid him. Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
so
only
there
when
is
he
a bit
sees
of a
him
rift,
pull-
isn't there? Yeah.
It's only when he walks out of the dark when Gooch has put the bins out. Hi, Gooch.
Wet weather forecast this weekend.
And
so-
it is
Ooh.
shite. It's going to be shit out.
It's 8 mil.
8 mil. Is
Yeah.
that what's on offer down at the raffle down at Sorrento?
James-
8 millimetres of
Yeah.
rain.
You're good. You're good. No, Jane Bunn gave us another call.
Oh,
Joe.
Jane.
That
Oh,
was
your
something.
favourite. Hello.
Classic.
I reckon it'll be less than a goal.
Ooh.
And I think Mount Eliza will keep their premiership defence alive.
Stick it up, you two. See, there you go.
Wow.
Absolutely must win. Then they go straight in. Oh, no, I won't go
How's
there
that paint the picture then for YC? Two.
Well, we'll talk about next Monday, won't we?
Oof.
yet. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a game clear. They dropped this game.
Just a
Yeah.
big believer. What do you got to play for?
Yep.
Like they can't go up, they can't go down. Yes, you can get your game going, but like if that becomes an arm wrestle,
That's where
Mount
I'm
Eliza
coming
have
from.
got. We have to.
So I'm just not as articulate as Gammers.
He's
But that's
one
where
with
I'm
words.
coming from.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
That's why he's signed again. Can
Dulcet.
I? Oh no,
Dulcet.
no, I'll hold on.
Signed a halftime heroes.
I'll,
again.
I'll, no,
Yeah.
I'll hold on to that.
Big
I'll
paycheck.
hold on to that for the Division 2 football show.
Right.
Did you tip? Who do you like?
Yeah, YC.
You
Yeah,
did
mate.
YC,
Yeah,
you
2-2.
YC,
YC, yep.
and then
2-2.
us two,
2-2.
Man Lies up 2-2. Woohoo! The next game to be played is, it's Pines taking on the Mornington Football Netball Club at Eric Bell Reserve. We know Mornington don't mind travelling. Mornington still have plenty to go in the tank left. And, Pines, where do Pines sit within the ladder again, please, Gammers?
They're still able to make it.
They're
So
still
they're-
able to make it on, 28 points?
Yeah, they're 8th on 28 points, only one game and percentage out of the top 5. So they have to be included.
They have to be.
They have to be, even though we know that Langwarren's got probably the best draw. Pines finish with, who are they playing? Mornington, and they have in the final round Dramana, which probably makes it a bit tough.
Yep.
But they are still mathematically possible. So
And they've lost their last 2. They don't normally lose 3 in a row, do they?
interesting game. This is an interesting game.
Oh, interesting.
Well, it is, isn't it? Like, you've got
Enlighten me,
a young, informed team against a seasoned, hardened team that's probably not travelling as well as they thought they would be.
And can I just say it's not a bad time to bring it up, Gammers. It was all around the social media, and it took, I think, me personally by surprise because I wasn't sure where the great man was going to sit with the signing of 2026. But the Pines Football Netball Club released earlier last week that Paddy Swain will be at the helm for the Pines Football Netball Club in season 2026. It's a huge signing for the club. A little bit of a surprise. I thought he was actually going to step down with some of the rumours I was hearing, only because I heard that he was giving it up to get another voice at the Pines Football Club, but he's obviously more than happy with his own voice. So well done to you, Paddy.
Well done, Paddy. He's been stalwart of Pines for a long, long time.
A bloody long time, an absolute long time. So with that said, they will get around Paddy as the coach, but I reckon there's so much happening down at Mornington. Just the young, quick by foot, very, very good looking Mornington Football Club will get the chocolate stunner over the Pines and end Pines' season for 2025. Gammers?
Well, if I don't tip Mornington, it's a story, isn't it? Like,
No,
you
it's
don't-
not. Why
you
is it a-
don't like 'em
No,
and all
because
that.
you say you do it. No, it will be.
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
100%.
I will create
doubt.
a story out of it.
Mornington by 1,000 points.
Did you just go there? Jesus Christ.
Well, I'm in the chair.
Pints by 1 point.
Pines by a
by a
point.
point.
Wow.
Big call.
Big call. Did you tip?
No, I'll go Mornington.
Mornington as
Back
well.
the young boys in.
Absolutely. I'm all about the young boys at the moment.
Mornington.
Oh, oh yeah, okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
really?
I'm all, no, it doesn't.
Sorry.
It's another story.
Geez, I'm about to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Sweet that one.
Be interesting the tone of the match and how it pans out.
I agree.
What do you mean?
Well, just where scores are at
Oh,
a
okay.
particular time during the match and what happens at those times. That's all. So,
Is there any cameras set up on the side in the bushes?
I've got at least 20 cameras. We've got the AI camera that we're shooting off today.
Yep.
I've got 20 remote cameras all ready to fire.
All ready to fire just in case there's any shenanigans.
No, shenanigans.
Is this show going to be correct then?
AI, no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. We've not.
You want some work?
Absolutely. Touch me up.
We whoa,
Yeah.
whoa! I have been all season. Thank you
Please.
very much. We've fucked up a bit, haven't we? The old proofreading of the AI stats that get put up.
So just
Who's in charge of that?
the AI.
Oh,
The
who's in-
AI.
Who's in charge of AI?
So, folks, just so you know,
Someone.
what happens is there's a little algorithm that's set that goes, please place the MPNFL Division 1 and Division 2 results into ChatGPT, and then we've programmed ChatGPT to give us a result at 6 o'clock each night or 6 o'clock the next morning. I can't help it if the frigging thing doesn't work. Really?
So what,
We vet it. We vet it the best we can.
what about... Oh, no, it's okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no.
You're doing
no,
a great job,
Bubble.
Sus. You're doing
Bubble.
a great job.
We do. No, very good job.
Yep.
Very good
The
job.
best.
But what does GPT said?
No,
A couple of things.
We can
yeah,
do-
a couple of things. I think they said Frankston Bombers are undefeated and stuff like that.
But if you look at the post now, it's all correct.
Well, we rely on the
Yeah, we rely
halftime
on the
hero
family.
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 We
100,000
rely on the family
100,000
coming back.
followers.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We had one follower from Darwin that just launched straight into me. Yeah. It's clearly obvious that this team don't know what to do with journalism and they can go back to their day job on Monday. Well, I
Ooh.
did.
Yeah, exactly.
You sold the water to Mount Eliza, didn't you?
Correct.
Yes, we are volunteers here at the Halftime Heroes, and we do try our best. And it's all about the Mornington Peninsula Football Netball League. Well, the next game that rounds out round 17 is Red Hill taking on Langwarrin. It's played up on the hill in sleeting, piss-poor conditions. It's going to be raining cats and dogs, but it is a Red Hill taking on Langwarrin. And, well,
Still
it's...
a danger.
Pardon?
Still a danger match, isn't it?
No.
You don't think so?
No, Langy for me, comfortably.
Yes, Langy.
Were you talking it up?
I was.
Jake?
Yeah, Langy for me.
Gammers?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That rounds out the Division 2 football show. Jeez, how am I going? That rounds out the Division 1 football show. It's been a pleasure, and it has been brought to you by the Toyota of Mornington, Frankston and Rosebud. Great sponsors of the Halftime Heroes, Sus. It is coming up next. Well, the Commish isn't here. The Cone of Silence has been decommissioned for this episode.
That's under
Did you
repair.
hear? Did
It's
you
getting
watch
repaired.
I was hoping we'd have a really good one today.
No, it's the best one. I've got the best one is on.
the best one's coming?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Is it the
It
best
might
of?
be the second best.
Is it going to be the
It's
best of?
Best of.
The,
But
the
best
best
of.
one was one we did
Yeah.
ages ago.
Ages ago.
Well,
Jeez,
it
that
went for
was-
like
I
15
reckon.
seconds. It was.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was. It
we
was.
might have to. We'll have a best of.
Yep.
A couple of Christmas tape.
Really?
editions. Yes.
You going to have time to do that? Because you can't say it and not do it.
Yes, I'll have time to do it.
Okay, you heard it here first on the Halftime Heroes. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the Division 2 football show. Well, no. We're going to have the best of.
Best of.
The best of the Cone of Silence. It's going to be the best noises by Gammers. It's going to be,
Best
Spooks with
noises.
Hats. Best hats.
the best hats. The best hats.
Yeah.
And what else? The best guests.
Yes.
Uh,
Longest speech.
Pardon?
The longest speech.
Oh, no. We haven't got time. You're listening and watching the Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It's now time for the Coach's Corner with the Commish. Commish.
Rolling straight into it, Adam.
Well, I mean, we've had to escort Tom out. Tom,
as he was walking out through the doors and down the court, he was still.
He eats. I had him here for 7 nights. He just kept on eating it. Feeding through the interview.
I bet you did.
Poor Breeze still looking for him. He's locked.
Breeze. Another Breeze moved in down the road here.
Oh God Almighty! But quality.
But
speaking of quality.
Speaking of quality, Commish.
We've got the flying Danny Ades from the Rosebud, the coach of the Rosebud Footy Club. Danny, thanks for coming in, mate. A cold Sunday morning. Appreciate it, all the way from Carrum.
Yeah, no worries. Happy to be here.
Gave you a bit of respite from the twins, mate. You got a very young family, Danny. It's my first little question.
Yep.
Since you've been at Rosebud 3 years?
It's my second year.
Second year. So
Yep.
since then you've had the twins.
Yep.
And you've got another young one as well. How's that all going with the coaching on a Tuesday, Thursday?
Yeah,
See you Saturday afternoon stuff.
Yeah, so we've got a 3.5-year-old, and then the twins are 7 months.
Right.
So didn't come into Rosebud with twins. That was a nice,
yeah.
nice surprise. I think when I went to tell Whale, he might have thought that I was telling him I was going to resign. But it's been fine because my wife's unreal.
Yeah,
so
right.
if without her, it wouldn't all be possible.
Well, clearly.
The worry this, it's funny.
It's hard to have it with.
It's funny. It would have. The worry this year was going to be how the Tuesday, Thursday nights went when I'm sort of getting home from work and then going out the door. But she's done an unreal job of getting their routine set. So as I'm leaving, they're going to sleep.
Yeah, right.
Like, sort of 5 o'clock. And she loves having me out of the house. So it works all right.
So it's a win-win.
Yeah, a little bit.
Might keep you together. Your coaching journey, Danny.
I played my junior footy and my senior footy. My background was Bomb Beach.
Right.
And then I made the move due to another family connection to Dingley in 2015.
Right.
And I was assistant coach in 16 onwards under Shane Morwood there.
Right.
And then took the reins from him after 19, before COVID. So my first 2 years, we played 12 games. Yeah. So
Good apprenticeship.
I'd been on the coaching staff there for about 7 years in total, and then stepped away from Dingley. I was going to have a break, and then just started annoying the missus. To your point before, and she's like, "You better start answering some of these phone calls."
Yeah.
And then the Rosebud thing more or less happened. I was just interested that a Division 1 club didn't have a coach in, because this was late. This was like late October.
It was late.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, and so then I spoke to Whale. I said, "Can I just have a few days just to have a chat to the missus and just do some homework?" I didn't want to step into a job that I was like, "Okay, I'm not sure about this." And then all I heard was good things about the club and the history of the club from people that I really trust. And then Whale assured me the list was all secured, so I took the job, and then I signed the paper, and he told me that it wasn't. And he told me that our best and fairest player had gone to Sereno, and our captain had gone to East Brighton, so that was a good start. And all the whispers I was hearing is we weren't going to win a game, so I walked straight into the fire pit there. But it's been unreal since we've been there. The playing group has been really responsive, and they're just a great group to coach. So it's made my job easy.
This year, Adam?
Huge crowds, which they've come from the depths of hell.
They have.
And it's great to see that they are rising to the top sus.
Yeah.
The Phoenix, they've done a fantastic job.
Yeah.
So,
and they've turned that joint around as well.
Yep, moving up in the world.
Well done.
Exactly.
No, very good. Well, it's now time for this.
Is it?
The Coach's Corner with the Commish.
Right.
And joining him in the cone of silence is Chris Gammers-Gamble, the senior coach of Somerville Football Netball Club. Take it away,
Now,
Commish,
the
the cone of silence drops.
And it's only a 2-seater cone of silence, because you say this every week, and it's not like a 5-seater fucking
We're not
limo.
allowed to talk.
So what, you don't...
Yeah.
We're not required to speak.
No,
is
you
that
can
what you're
talk.
saying?
You can talk. I'll be stuffed without you, Gammers.
Christ.
Righto. Chris Gamble, thanks for coming in, mate. It was
thanks
it's
for
been
the invite.
been a lot of fun thus far, and we'll just keep that rolling on down. I want to put a little bit of, I touched on it before the ad break, a little bit of context to your season since round 10. You've gone on.
You've first.
Is that okay?
Yeah, well, I just thought
So
you
this
would
is
have
why
gone
you're
back.
not allowed in the Kona.
Yeah, you fucked it up, Adam.
Yeah, well, why wouldn't you talk about round 1 to round 9?
Well, that was a bit dodgy.
Why wouldn't you talk about
a bit dicey.
Yeah, don't worry about
We'll
that.
talk about the good bits.
How did he get here? How did he get to Somerville? What did he do beforehand?
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It is now time for the... Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that. God, I hope you put something together. Because you'd have to edit so much if you don't.
Did.
It was very good
Best
by
of.
you.
Best of. So we got the quickest show in there. So you saw that
was
at the
amazing.
beginning. Yep, that was. And then there's just the rest.
The rest.
Yep.
It was very, very good. Let's jump straight into the Division 2 football show. Before we do, though, if I can get serious for just 2 seconds, the Halftime Heroes received some communications late last week. There was some comments made about a particular individual last week, and we as a group probably need to be a little bit better. And the opinions, the private personal opinions of individuals that panel members share to the Halftime Heroes on the Halftime Heroes is probably not the greatest platform to be able to have a personal opinion. We do all the time take the piss on each other. It's what we do and it's what we enjoy to do. It's a bunch of mates sitting around a table talking about football and taking the piss. But what I do want to get across is that if individuals do in fact have an opinion based on their own personal opinions, it is not a... we aren't by association responsible for that personal opinion. So if I think you're a dickhead, I think you're a dickhead, but that's not shared among the group. It's one person having an opinion on another. But I will say that without the right of reply, it wasn't good enough. And I, on behalf of the Halftime Heroes, apologise to that individual. And we will make sure, Chief, that we go through. I personally missed it. I'm always looking at the next segments and whatnot. So I don't always hear everything that goes on. But I will promise the Halftime Hero family that I will, in fact, make sure that I listen to the whole show before it goes to air. And we will be better as a group, Chief.
We'll plug in the names and we'll get ChatGPT to go over the show. And
yeah, because she's just doing a ripping job of that, Gammers, at the moment, isn't she?
Wow. Is it a she? Is it a... Who is it?
Oh, non-binary.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Pronouns are them, they, she, what, why, then, how.
We don't know who AI is, do we?
No.
That camera.
It's Elon Musk.
Let's get on with it, folks. Come on.
Oh, geez, we're getting a wrap up. Well, that's enough of the serious stuff. Let's jump straight into the results that were round 17. And holy crap, Gammers, it's the last round coming up of the home and away season for you.
It is, yep. And the top 6 play each other, so it's a cracking round of footy.
Oh, God, there is plenty to get through. Let's jump straight into the first game that took place on the 9th of August. It was round 17, and it was Bomb Beach taking on Coringal, 11-5, 83, defeating Coringal Football Netball Club by 44 points, 5-9, 39 in the best. Jake, have you got the best up, please?
I do. For Bomb Beach, we had Jet Peckett, Ben McLean, Thomas McKinley, Calvin Lee, Liam Hullett. And for Coringal, it looked a little bit like this. Callan Dixon, Noah Bailey, Christian Matthews, Zachary Holton, Teddy Banks.
Very, very good. Well done, Chief.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks for asking. The next game...
What did you want me to do?
No, I know. I was just throwing you under the bus. It was great. It was so good. I was just throwing you under the bus because I could see you looking at me out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, okay, all right. Well, I'm not used to you sitting there. You're fucking confusing me. The next game was Chelsea taking on Devon Meadows. And boy, oh boy, wowee, wasn't this a huge game of football, Gammers? I know you'd have been watching this one very closely if you weren't actually coaching yourself. Yeah. But it was Devon Meadows in the end, 13-11-89, defeating Chelsea Football Netball Club by 10 points, 11-13-79. The best for Chelsea, please, Jake.
For Chelsea, we had Zane Carter, Todd Gardner, Will Barker, Matthew Dusson, Mitchell Backman.
And for Devon?
We had Jack Wilson, Nick Battle, Joel Hillis, surprise, surprise, Cody Ray, and Nathan Drewy.
There it is. Hillis in the best, Devon win.
There's some good players in both those bests.
Absolutely.
Pretty
Can
good
I say
game, I reckon.
That would have been one of the first times little skinny Drewy Little Nath Drew got up in the best as
Got
well.
up there.
Absolutely well done to you, Skinny. Well, from all reports, how many did Frampton kick?
Frawley.
Kick
one.
Twice I've said that.
Yeah, kick
Only
one.
the
Kick one.
one.
Yes.
Only one.
But Alex Cannell did very well, kicked 3 along with Cody Ray. So
Small forward's got to work.
yes. So but Chelsea late finishing, but just not enough, which surprises me against Devon. So Devon have picked up a yard or two against the pack. So they look to be improving, or could it be the other way around?
Going to be interesting in the ladder, Jake.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm still not convinced. Devon obviously have won 4 on the trot now, Gammers, but 3 of their last 4 are within 10 points, and one of those games does include tie-up. Thoughts?
Yeah, well. Look, they're getting the job done. So there's massive respect for that. Like the opposition at this time of year, they're all tough. Like I know it's a bit cliche, but we went to tie-up last week and they pushed us all the way to a 3 goal win. So and we got them the week after Devon beat them by 2 points. So look, they're doing what they have to do, Devon. Like they're keeping us out at the moment.
Yep.
Respect. It's hard to win those close games. We've won a few of those now ourselves. So yeah, look, good on them. They keep winning, and winning form's good form.
Yep. Absolutely. The next game to take place was, it was your boys, Chief. It was Crib Point taking on Hastings Football Netball Club. It was the Battle of the Postcodes, 17-8, 110 defeating Hastings by 44 points, 10-6, 66 in the best for Crib Point. Please, Jake.
We've got Jet Boer, Doss Aiden Phillips, Liam Tyrrell, Noah Wiskin, and Lee Sheehan.
And in the best for Hastings,
We had Jack Hewitt, Logan. Wow, how am I doing? Jake Hewitt, sorry. Logan Ponov. Gee whiz, I'm struggling here.
We're going to have to get George Danikin in here.
Louis Conard, Ben King, Thomas Muskillo.
Masilla, yeah.
Musillo.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a couple of curly ones in
Gee
there.
whiz.
Love it.
Some left hooks.
You've set him up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Done me
I
dirty.
did. Absolutely, I did. It's fantastic. Yeah, because normally it's me doing it. And it's always those players that are in the best. Kev hasn't put his name in the best yet.
He hasn't had a win, that's why.
Yeah. No surprises there. Crib Point too strong. They just keep getting better and better, don't they?
Top 3 side now.
It's surprising, and if Chelsea...
Is it surprising? You've been on them all the last 3 years.
I was tipping them for 5th or 4th, but to get into 3rd, that is enormous.
Huge.
It's a great effort.
Yeah.
Like I think I read a story. They haven't played finals 10 years. So to finish 3rd, massive effort.
Yep, touche. The next game was, it was your boys, Gammers, going down to Tractor Park at Pearsdale. It was, 13-6, 84, defeating Pearsdale at home by 7 points. Oh, she was close. 12-5, 77 in the best for Pearsdale, Jake.
In the best, we had Cruz West, Callum Colton, Luke Sederini, Hugh Jones, and Ryan Bassadanak. And then for Summy, we had Kai.
Yeah, Kai
Sapata, Joel Vincent, Lockie Fuster, Lachlan Gill Renoff, and Zane Martin.
Well done. There was, perfect time to bring up to Gammers that, our very own halftime hero, Chris Gammers Gamble, has signed on with the Somerville Football Netball Club for season 2026. I think it is the best thing to happen for Somerville Football Netball Club. So well done to you, Gammers.
Thanks very
Well,
much.
Best thing out of Somerville since the chicken farm, mate. Fantastic.
Shout out to Ingham's. Yeah.
Shout out to Ingham's.
Feel free to come back on as a sponsor.
As a major sponsor. Also, to Gammers, huge signings too. You've got Big Tommy Roberts, Lockie Haskett, Fuster, and Mantell too. So huge signings after your signing, which I love.
Good
I love
young Sunny
seeing.
boys there. Yeah,
Absolutely.
they'll be very handy going forward. So it's been a big week at the Nest, and rounded out with a good hard forward win against Pearsdale in the Postcode Cup.
Yep, absolutely.
Always a big fixture for us.
5 goals even for Pearcedale, and then 5-1. What a cracking first quarter. Jeez, it would have been hot.
Yeah, look, it didn't look like a Somerville game in the first quarter, to be fair. We're not a shootout team, and especially when you're playing Pearcedale, who are loaded with stars ahead of the ball. So we had to make some adjustments after quarter time. Even though it looks okay, I think we scored the first 3 goals of the game, and then they got hold of us for a good 20 minutes. But after that, it turned into the kind of arm wrestle, contested ball game that we don't mind. And, yeah, able to a very hard-fought game in the end. So, look, we've got the hardest draw coming in. We've got to finish with Frankston Bombers, but we've been saying internally for a while, if we can just keep winning and make it, we'll be really well set up for finals because we would have played all our fellow top 5 aspirants. So, yeah, it'd be a good dress rehearsal for hopefully we can sneak in and do our thing.
Absolutely. It was the selection table match of the round. Jake, you're sus first.
Did you trip over anyone over in the huddles or anything like that, or?
Am I being set up here?
No, I just heard you had a number of people come out to the huddles and have a listen. That's all.
Yeah, there might have been a fellow coach in our Div 1 huddle. Yeah, he's taken some notes. So.
Absolutely, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all.
To me, that's a badge of honour if they're coming out to listen, Gammers.
No, it was widely reported that because, of course, the Seaford Football Netball Club and Frankston Bombers at RF Miles Reserve was played at 6 p.m. That, who just visited that game, please, Chief?
I just heard Jared Pendle's, what's it? Jared Grant.
Spindle Shanks. Old
Just,
Spindles.
yeah, just,
old Lego head.
Just
had a wander by and watched the game.
They might go easy on us this week there. They've looked in top spot. They can't go up. They can't go down.
Oh, hey, here's a question. I'll ask a question at the end of the preview.
Maybe are they doing the same thing as Dramana and Mount Eliza, and they're worried about the one that's coming in?
Exactly. That's what my point was going to be. Jake, your thoughts on the game, please, given it was the selection table match of the round.
Yeah, close one, obviously. I was intrigued. Obviously, Summy rated as a very highly strung defence against a very impressive forward of the ball team. And we've spoken widely about as long as you can sort of half that midfield battle, Gammers, you're looking in pretty good stead. How do you think your boys held up in the midfield?
Yeah, well, we've been trying to keep a few things under wraps. We tried a couple of things against Chelsea a couple of weeks ago and then chose not to do them against Tyab to try and throw other teams off the scent. So some will say we've been probably a little bit arrogant in playing with form, but that hasn't been the case. We're just trying a few things to hopefully have something up our sleeve if we can make it, which we didn't do last year. I've been pretty open to say we've rolled the dice and rested a few guys because if we are lucky enough to make it, we need fresh players. Last year we run out of legs. And our midfield stuff's improved. We've played a couple of rucks in the last couple of games, which has helped us get that midfield ascendancy. Our backline's one. I think we're the 4th best defence in the comp, but it's all around the pressure we can apply on the ball further up the field. So I don't think our forward line is a mess by any stretch. We're just not. That's just not our MO. We don't score highly, and we value contest. And look, I thought the midfield were fantastic for us. I think they have been now for the last 6 weeks. And our backline always holds up. So we obviously put a lot of work into some of the guys for Pearcedale. I won't go too much into that because we might play them again. But we went after a couple of mids really, really hard. And that enabled us to halve the contest in there, and we got enough ball going our way and scored enough to win. So we're really happy with that.
Yeah, huge.
Someone's not happy with us.
No, it's a car alarm. That's okay. Is it?
It's just the neighbourhood around here.
Yeah,
that's what it's like.
God, it's just Mornington. Who would have thought?
Well.
Who would have thought? The next game was, it was Rye taking on Tyab Football Netball Club.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Rye. It was Mr. Green taking on.
Yeah,
That it was.
It absolutely
a show.
was, wasn't it? It was Rye taking on. I thought I'd stuffed up then. Don't do that to me.
Sorry,
It was
Chief.
Rye taking on Tide Football Netball Club. RJ Rowley reserve, and apparently the turf is absolutely Mickey Mouse down there and ready for finals football, Chief.
The crew down at Rye sent us a photo during the week. We posted it on the Saturday, and it's looking very good. Just some spots just outside the goal square and maybe on the wing.
Yeah, which happens.
Yeah, which they're getting under control, but it will be the best ground for finals.
Absolutely, always
So
is.
the best ground and most fair ground for finals coming into the 2020.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of talk about that, isn't there?
Oh, is there?
We'll get onto that
Is
later.
there some talk? Rye victors in the end by 21 points. It was 21-11, 137 defeating Tyab 17-14, 116. But, well, it didn't look like that in the at three-quarter time, did it, Jake?
No, not at all. Tyab out to a no easy way to put it, a ginormous lead.
Yes.
At the end of the first quarter, we're looking at 2-1-13 Rye to 8-2-50 by Tyab. I've watched a little bit of the film back. Tyab go whack. At the end of the first quarter, they kick 3 within 2 minutes of the last quarter, and they obviously saw this game as gettable, as Tyab would, and they come out really hot, and I think Rye were a little bit shell-shocked, and well, we've spoken about it on the show in terms of Div 1 not being able to claw your way back, but Rye found a way, and Ed Green's obviously led them to the promised land.
Absolutely. In the best for Rye, it was, please.
We had Peter Hampton, Ed Green, Lockie Crode, Nicholas Strickland, and Campbell Robinson.
And for Tyab?
We had Caden Cappe, Bradley Williams, Darcy Sawyer, David Gordis, and Nick Keegan.
And we said it was Ed Green with 9 goals.
Yeah, and the story goes that he kicked 7 unanswered goals for Rye in a row. That's like unbelievable.
Freakish.
I'll tell you what's unbelievable. Like these two sides are sitting onto the table, right? But their forward lines are unbelievable. Like for Rye, you've got Brady Egan and
Jimmy
Edward Green, who have kicked 11 between them. Geordie Nenstall, who's been a really good player, I think, from Hastings originally. He kicked 5 for Rye. And you go over to Tyab, who's got Matty Clark and James Freeman, who have combined for 7 goals. Like, there's a fair bit of depth.
Finally kicks a few.
Jimmy's getting busy.
It's would have been a cracking game. 21 goals to 17. And
high scoring. How
amazing. And I actually spoke to Matty today on the phone, Tyab's coach. They got off to a rocket start and then just could not recreate. Rye answered and went whack, as you said. So, 10-goal last quarter. Doesn't help Tyab, does it?
On the other end, you got Tyab obviously kicking 8 in the first. So you don't expect teams that are that far behind to obviously come and do that.
Not a lot of defence in that game.
No, exactly. No, absolutely. Maury, no doubt he would have tried to call you 1,000 times, has he?
No, I haven't spoken to Maury. I need to call him back, actually, because I haven't returned his calls. Good man, and I'm probably going to learn a thing. He's really turned that club around this year. Like what are they on?
No question.
They're on 7 wins. I'm not sure who they play next week. We'll cover it shortly. But they could have 8-win season, which is probably more wins they've had for the last 3 or 4 years, isn't it? So that's a fantastic effort from their football club.
They are definitely heading in the right direction, Sus. We had a fantastic representation of obviously Rye Football Club, and he said that they are definitely heading in the right direction. So well done to Rye, doing all the right things down there. The next game, it was an evening match, and I was remiss of me not to call it out as an evening match because I just didn't realise it was played at RF Miles Reserve, and it was Seaford taking on Frankston Bombers. Frankston Bombers by 89 points, 23-8. 146 defeating Seaford Football Netball Club 9-3-57 in the best for Seaford, please, Jake.
In the best for Seaford, it looked a little bit like so. We had Angus Giddings Constable, Archie Hugh, Hunter Mead, Ryan Jacobs, and Brody Boyd. And for Frankston Bombers, we had Jason Kingsbury, Aidan Bolch, Liam Wishart, Oscar Lonnie, and Jai Block.
And I saw on socials, Gammas too, that Flex popped the question to his beautiful partner.
He did, and he coupled that with a 27 disposals return, and didn't get in the best. So I wonder if there's a bit of a play on that. I saw it. Yeah, they're going right, aren't they, Bombers?
Yeah.
They're a tough team to beat. They lost one
Absolutely.
game all year, so yeah, we've got our work cut out next week, don't we?
Yep. The ladder, please, Gammers.
Oh, you caught me off guard.
I
yeah.
did.
Looking at all Frankston's goals. So the ladder after 17 rounds, one remaining. We have Frankston Bombers on 64, 16-1. Pearcedale in second, 13-4. Crib Point, as we talked about earlier, in the top three, 12-5 on 48 points. And probably where the ladder starts getting really interesting in Div 2. So Crib Point 48, 124.8. Then we've got Devon in fourth on 44 points, 140.3. So that percentage could end up being an extra win for them at some point if they get up this week. Chelsea in fifth. So they're the slider from round 17. Started in third. They're fifth, 44 points, 136.9. And then the only other team that can have an impact is Somerville in sixth on 44 points, 122.8. And the luck of the draw, they all play each other, those 6 teams.
Yeah.
So we're in for a cracking week of Div 2 footy.
Unbelievable. And now I couldn't help but to go back. You did say that you were looking at the Frankston Bombers goal kickers.
There's a few of them.
There is quite a few of them. Nearly half the team, in fact. Jai Block with 6, Tyson Barry 4, Khan Haratuku 4, Oscar Loney 2, Flynn Wood 2, and then singles to Ades, Kingsbury, Matheson, Smith, Wishart. Unbelievable. That's
it's a good spread,
it's a good
isn't it?
spread when you're kicking 23 goals, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah, bloody oath it is. Hard to stop.
Very, very hard to stop.
Big-
Sus.
I'm just going over the stats and just seeing the main reason there. Stats were pretty aligned with Seaford and Frankston. Only one hit outs, 32 to 96.
Yeah, I did see that.
Wow.
So Harry's
Harry,
had a
yeah.
big day.
Harry's had a huge day. Absolute huge day. Not named in the best.
It's surprising, isn't it? I think
98, or how many sus? 98 hit outs.
Khan played ruck as well and had 36, I think. So they shared it.
Unbelievable. There's no question about that they're getting scary. No good for you, Gammers, but, well, I'm prepared, mate. I'm prepared for you to take the chocolates. But takeaways, please, boys. We'll start with you, Chief.
I think it's that 4th, 5th, and 6th spot that
It
is
is.
still.
It's epic.
Yeah. It will not be decided until the 25-minute mark of the last quarter
know.
in 3 matches.
Jake?
Yeah, Devon beating Chelsea for me. I think keeping their finals chances alive, and they needed to win it, and they took the chocolates.
Yep, very good. Gammers?
Oh, Frankston go whack. Hey, so yeah, what a power statement with 1 round to go.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that is a wrap for round 17. She was an interesting one with some not so surprising results, but also at the same time, well, like we said, the ladder looks very, very, very interesting. If I can use the word interesting, you've asked me many a time, Gammers, what's interesting?
The ladder. The ladder is
is
interesting.
Very interesting, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's take a look at the upcoming round. It's round 18, and it's the final round of the Division 2 home and away season. And it's going to start off with, well, we've the halftime heroes selection table match of the round. We have chosen Somerville taking on, of course, Frankston Bombers. There is so much to play in this game, but then so many games in that round as well. There's another 3 to be played out, as Gamma said, in the top 6. Would you say that the stage is set for possibly one of the best rounds of football in local football I think there has been in a very, very long time?
I mean, we had the Red Hill Mornington finish last year, which caught everyone off guard. This is 3 times that decision last year. So it all relies on teams winning and teams losing.
What is it?
Well, if you're a draw, if there's a draw, if a draw just chucks another permutation up in the air. Don't get me going on that.
Well, I think it's interesting.
Permutation.
I think it's interesting too, Sus, because I think for a large part of this year we've had Frankston Bombers just pegged as a team that goes up. Yep. They're the Div 1 ready side.
Undisputed.
They come down.
Yep.
They're not going to lose a game. Then Crib Point says, "Okay,
yeah,
raise you." Pearcedale, who are probably they're the second highest scoring team in the competition, got the star-studded forward line.
But
A lot of
defensively,
people have had them pegged to be second, and that's where they are. I think Crib Point are probably the surprise packet. That's not coming from me. I think if you asked a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people had them in third at this point of the year.
No.
Devon are perennial finalists in the last few years, and then you've got last year's grand finalists that actually look like premiers for a long period of time in that game, now sitting fifth. And then you've got a team that's won 9 of their last 10, sitting 6th. So what will happen, what I can guarantee in such a good round is that there'll be one very, very good team having a Mad Monday, and they'll be pretty upset because I reckon anyone in that top 5 can probably win it.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's a fair statement, I would say. Well, let's take a look. Let's unwrap what is round 18. It's going to be played out on Saturday, the 16th of August. And as I said, the selection table match of the round is Somerville taking on Frankston, the Frankston Bombers. But the first game to be played out, well, Jake alluded to this before we started recording, but it is the game of what, Jake?
It is the battle of the sack coaches here. Gammers?
Oh, Bomb Beach and Seaford.
Yep. Who wants it more?
Correct.
It is at Bomb Beach Reserve. Bomb Beach taking on Seaford, of course, and it is the game of the sack coaches. Reasons that they saw fit.
Many and varied, I think.
Many and varied,
depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Spot on. Who wins, please?
Look, I think Bomb Beach are the more mature side at the moment, and they can look. I think we've had Bomb Beach all over the place this year. I think we started the year thinking that there could be a rise with Schwartz taking over, and they're a Div 1 club, and we expect them to rise. I think now, after everything that's happened, a 10-8 finish will probably be a pretty good result.
Yeah.
And Seaford, look, very young list. It looks like maybe they've just run out of puff a little bit. I know their twos are going very, very well. So, I would think Bomb Beach should probably win that game reasonably comfy. 4 or 5 goals, maybe.
For me, Jake, Bomb Beach have reacted far better as a result of letting their senior coach go, and I think they're just going to go from strength to strength as a team, and Bomb Beach for me.
Yep, I'll back that as well. I think both teams see this as probably a gettable game. They're both sort of sitting similar in the table, and they're probably wanting to try and get this. But I think Bomb Beach do get the chocolates.
Yep, Chief.
Seaford.
Chief.
No, I think Seaford. They want to finish off the year on the high. Their disposal count has been very high in matches during the year.
My handball team.
Yep, and they'd like to consolidate that. I suppose what they'd also like to do is probably end the year so they could get the coach that they want. Because if a lot of permutations out of this match as well. Because I'm saying at the moment there's probably going to be about 4 or 5 coaching positions up for grabs
across the MPFNL.
Yeah, MPFNL, and in my view, there's going to be a coach shortage.
Yeah.
So if you don't get your good coach now and prove it, and you've got a good list that's determined to fight on for the last match, then you're in a bit of strife. So I think Seaford will be a bit tenacious and take the win.
Very good. I like that from you. Very educational. Well done.
That's what I am.
That's what I am. Yeah, good.
The next game, well, Gamma's alluded to it, and it is one of the games that are happening in the top 6, and it's Crib Point taking on Chelsea Football Netball Club at Crib Point Recreation Reserve, down the Stony Point line, right down the end, just before you hit Cerberus, and, can I just say a tidy little golf course is Crib Point Golf Course too, isn't it, Jake?
Cerberus,
yeah. Just down the road from Crib.
Yeah, yep. Great 9 holes there.
Yep.
It's
not. It's absolute shit. It's disgusting. It is so terrible.
Is it?
Oh, God.
It's not ideal. Not ideal.
It's absolutely shite. The golf course. Cerberus Golf Course. It is, as we said, it's Crib Point taking on Chelsea. It's a must-win game, I would say, for Chelsea. With Crib Point sitting in that 3rd position. If Chelsea don't win this game, it's all over. Red Rover, Chief.
Chelsea lose, Gammas wins, Gammas is in. As simple as that.
Somerville are in.
Yeah, sorry, Somerville are in. Sorry, that's what I mean. But with that, It's also the conspiracy theories floating around as well, isn't there, about grounds and home ground advantage for finals? And,
yes.
Jeez,
Talk to us about that a little bit more. What's going on there?
Well, there's talk that if Chelsea win, and I've got to go. I'm just trying to go through the records now. That if Chelsea win, they play their final at their home deck.
Isn't there a final at Crib Point as well?
Yes. So Cribby, if they either might be the second week of finals, might have a chance of playing. So, but for them to finish third, they've got a double chance. So good on them. But just these little conspiracy theories that have peeked out. There was a couple of people on social media having a crack at the board. I don't think the board sit down and this match is going to do this.
No,
this
I
match.
don't think so.
And I'm pretty sure it's on club's selection, as in putting their hands up and wanting to have a crack.
And if you do want to check out the social comment post, it's by one named Brad, and he's got a cat there. But it's
got no history on
actually,
social media.
It's actually it's following the ladder. This week's ladder for Div 2, where Brad gets on and shares his thoughts on who beats who, and then obviously ultimate games finals being played at those clubs.
So
forth.
talk to me about ground selection then. So I know that Somerville put in a bid for finals.
Oh, yep.
So talk. How do they do it? How do you reckon they determine these venues?
I don't know how they determine. I think I know how it should be determined, and that should be determined on condition of the ground.
Yep. Number one, amenities.
Yeah, so it definitely comes down to that. I'm sure that's how it is.
And should be general location to the football public, and what else?
Parking.
So when you go through, when you go through the ladder, which I would hope they do have a look at. Rye is the one that really sticks out. They're not going to make the top 5. Yep. They've got all those things you said.
Yep.
Who's second? So Bomb Beach, we're probably saying hard to park at. Not great.
Terrible game.
Seaford is great facilities, but again hard to park at.
Terrible parking.
Hastings have had some issues with facilities, but good ground. It's in great condition, easy to park at. Tyab, facilities are okay. It's easy to park around. Ground's pretty good, actually, to be fair. And then Coringal, who's got pretty good facilities.
No gate, though. No gate.
No gate, which hurts them.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
good one.
I just wonder, again, if Somerville got picked and if we're in the finals, I'd still be saying the same thing. I just wonder how you pick 2 grounds of clubs that look like they're going to compete, because you're going to start, whether Brad's a supporter or not. I think last year there was a chance that Chelsea were going to have a home game in finals as well.
Yes.
Surely you would take every precaution to avoid that.
Well, so then I can, and I'm only assuming this and having an opinion, like we're allowed to have our own opinion.
Yes, we are.
So this is just my opinion. Then I'd say it would come down to a remuneration amount. So, and would that be a cut of the bar or a cut of the canteen or something like that?
We saw it widely in the media about the upcoming finals for the girls, the women's competition, and the league and board came out and said that it for them it was all those things, Chief, that you mentioned, but Gamma's also what wasn't mentioned. It's clubs nominating as well.
So I think that was an issue with the females, definitely. But you've got clubs that have nominated for finals for these finals that haven't been picked.
Okay. So obviously, there's a lot more that have gone into. So then it would come down through that criteria then. Because obviously you need manpower. That's a big one to be able to. You need the volunteer base to be able to man all those facilities and things that are on offer when finals footy is played.
And this is what you got to remember is that this is the biggest revenue raiser for the AFL Southeast.
Yep, finals.
Finals.
100%. So you're answering the question there.
Yep.
So that's why they played at the same 3 or 4 grounds every year.
And I can only go on my own assumptions and my own past experience as a vice president of the Junior Football League is that would be the reason.
Okay. Very good. I like that. I like your honesty, and there's nothing wrong with that. The next game is Kooringal taking on Rye at Kooringal Football Ground. And, it's Rye's, for me, is going to finish on an absolute high, and they're going to keep Kooringal to just the one win in season 2025, Gammers.
Yeah, it looks that way on face value. I'm sure the Kooringal faithful will get down there in good numbers for the last game, and I'm sure they'll give it a good crack.
Oh, they'll give it a crack, absolutely.
But Rye will be pretty keen to finish. I think we talked about Seaford and Bomb Beach. Rye are on that trajectory, I think, and they'll want to finish and attract players and be a place where people want to come. And 8 wins looks pretty handy on your way up from 1 or 2 last year. So, right by a little bit.
Yep.
Jake?
Right for me.
Sus.
Right.
Absolutely. The next game to take place is at Tractor Park. It's Pearsdale Recreation Reserve, and they're going to be taking on Devon Meadows, and that is the last game of the top 6. Boy, oh boy, wowee. It's a must-win for Devon Meadows, also Gammers.
Yeah, so Pearsdale are safe in second. They can't go up. They can't go down unless this turns into a very unplanned big loss. They won't lose that amount of percentage. So, yeah, Devon plenty to play for. Been winning a lot of games recently. I think they had one Jay Frawley played last week, which is a huge boost. They keep flying the big fella Kirby down, who's a quality ruck. So if those guys,
quality player.
If those guys all play, this will be a cracker. I don't know what to tip here.
I don't know either. If I'm bloody honest,
they're very evenly matched in my opinion.
On paper, I wouldn't say Pearsdale. But on the day, it's a flip of the coin.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to go Devon. Jake?
Yep. Look, as I said before in the review, I'm not convinced with Devon's form the last month. I think Pearsdale take the chocolates.
Okay. Very good. Wow.
Sus. Well, Pearsdale have lost their last 2 home matches, which is very interesting. I can't see them losing a third. If they do lose a third, the implication for finals is enormous. So I'm going to back them in and say Pearsdale to win their last home match.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I'm with you. I think if you want to look for a separation between the two, it's probably Pearsdale's forward line again. Like it's star-studded. Cruise West. We put a lot of time into Cruise last week, and he still kicked 4. And I think Eddie kicked 10 the week before. So
Brett Eddie, Cruise West, 69 and 50 goals respectively.
Yeah. And Archie McGuinness is starting to pop up and kick a few, and so is Centenary and amongst others. So yeah, they've got plenty of firepower up there. It's actually quite scary coming up against them. So I think you might be right. Pearsdale to into the finals in good form.
Yep.
Very, very good. The next game is Tyab taking on Hastings at down at the Pond. Battle of the Postcodes again. It's Hastings plenty to play for. So does Tyab going into season 2026. They want to see old Havers out with a bang. I'm going to say Tyab with this one. I think in their recent form, I reckon Tyab get over Hastings.
I think on paper, I honestly believe Tyab have got probably a few more weapons if the quarter 1 Tyab turns up.
Yep.
I think these two teams probably set out in very different paths at the start of the year. Kev obviously went to Hastings. It's a long-term build. They probably knew they were going to be where they are. I think Tyab had higher expectations, but been cruel by injury. It'll be interesting. It could go either way. Hastings' defensive game versus Tyab's offensive game. You would think, Hastings are above Tyab. It's hard, isn't it? I'll go Tyab in a close one.
Tyab in a close one, Jake?
Yeah, I don't think Kev's back is big enough for the boys to jump on. As Spook alluded to last week, I think Kev's back is shot.
Yeah.
Yabbies for me.
Yeah, Yabs. Chief?
Yabbies, and congratulations to Aaron Pacey, who had his 50th last week.
Aaron?
Yep, so good on him. Yeah, Tyab. I think they'll send off Havers in a big way.
Absolutely, they will. And the halftime hero selection match of the round, it is Somerville taking on the Frankston Bombers. It is an absolute must-win for the Somerville Football Netball Club. Jake, what have you got out of this game?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a big game, as obviously we've been speaking about it the whole time. There's got to be a few things that fall right for Gammers and his mighty football club down at Summy. I think it's going to be a very close game. I did have some questions for Gammers about the game, if you don't mind, Gammers. First one, just hitting you with, how many times have you watched the Crib Point game?
Oh, I've had a quick look at it.
Yep.
I'll tell you what I've done.
Jake, that means he's watched it about 5 times.
I'm just trying to...
Even Kate's on the dictator.
I'm trying to think. So we must have played him in round 12, did we, Frankston? I've actually watched the last time we played Frankston.
Okay.
And I'll cop some flack for this, but I reckon we may have been the first team to show what you can do. Yep. So we're three-quarter time at 6-11 to 7-7 in that game. And we actually don't start the last quarter well, but we're in front with 10 to go. So that's probably the first team to take them that deep.
Yep. I'd agree.
Yeah, I've watched Cribby's game. They're playing a very similar style to what we're playing, which I think is a final style.
Yeah,
high pressure, high contest. So, to answer your question, I have watched the Crib Point Frankston game. It's always intriguing when someone's done what no one else has done, so you can have a bit of a look and see when you know the players.
It would be remiss of you not to, Gammers.
Yeah, of course.
You wouldn't be doing your job.
No. But I was going to watch the Frankston Seaford game in a fair bit of detail too, but that one was done by half time, so I kind of knew what was going on. But to answer your question, yes.
Yep. And sort of leading on that, does anything change game plan wise from when you last played them to this Saturday?
I think it has to, doesn't it?
A little bit.
You got some bloody good cattle back that are going to be taking on this game.
Yeah, I think our list will be different. Like, just looking through last time we played, there'll be a couple of changes to that side. I mean, there's a couple of guys that aren't playing at the moment that played that game. And it'll be the same for Frankston. Like, Alex Harnett comes back last week, which is not great news. And I think they had a couple others. Latrell, the winger, who's VFL listed at Sandy, he didn't play last time, so that's another guy we've got to look after.
Yeah.
I think both teams will have up to 4 to 5 changes to that side.
Yep.
Those sides, sorry.
Yeah, well, that's
it's
going to be
I'm
large.
looking forward to Harry Pryor and Big Tommy Roberts going head-to-head also.
Well, we've got to get Tommy over the line. Yeah, he hasn't played for a couple of weeks, so it'd be nice. That'd be a good matchup, wouldn't it?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Agree.
Okay.
What do you want me to give you? Do you want me to tell you our
No.
side? I'll just tell the listeners.
No. Well, I just think,
It'd be a
obviously,
great matchup, wouldn't
every game that Tommy gets through is a celebrated game. I know that.
Yeah, so when did he last play? Played against Chelsea.
Yep.
I think.
Okay.
I'm getting old, aren't I? Yeah, he played against Chelsea, number 16.
No,
he didn't play against Chelsea. So he's missed the last 3, Tommy Roberts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chief, I don't know. I do know. Chief, your tip, please.
The fact that you've got the opposition coach coming down
He's shitting himself
2 to 3 hours before
Yep.
his own match, that I would be pinning it up on the wall and just saying, have a look at this.
Yeah.
So that's my own personal opinion, because we like our own personal opinion.
We do, Chief.
And but I think Somerville in a close one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Somerville. I think there's
Somerville.
too much to play for. They nearly got the job done last time, and there's been a lot of weeks
Frankston are on top.
Absolutely.
They're in the finals.
But I know of Jared, and I know the way he goes about his business, and he would love to end Somerville's year. But I think Somerville are going to have plenty to say about that, and I think Somerville in a very, very close one. It's going to come down to the dying minutes, I believe.
So I'm looking for you guys' opinions on this. So Frankston's sitting 3 games clear. How do they attack this game? Like, what are they resting players? Are they tuning up for finals? How do you think they're attacking it? Just so you can help me out a bit.
I reckon they're going into the same premise that is Rosebud. That if Mount Eliza get in, we're in a bit of trouble.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. They are going to want to win this game as much as you do. They're not going to rest anybody.
These guys are a threat, and we don't want them in, so finish them off now.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Especially because your list is looking healthy this year as well, going into finals time.
Absolutely.
Okay. Geez, thanks for Wish I'd never asked.
Just to make you feel better, Gabbers.
Some sleepless nights.
Well, I think you would have anticipated that.
Yeah, well, it's hard to know though, isn't it?
It is.
Like I didn't know what Pearstow would do this week. Because they're the two that can afford the luxury. We all wish we're in that boat, and we all talk about if you're sitting near the top, we'd be resting guys, we'd be cherry ripe. But when you get there, do you?
I don't think that's how Jared goes about his coaching or his football, to be honest. It's going to be very interesting. Somerville, like I said.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely no need to ask who you are going for. Well, as I said at the top of the Division 2 football show, if this round doesn't get you up and about and participating in local football, I'm not sure what is going to, because the stage is set for what's going to be one of the best rounds in football, I would say, locally, in a very, very long time, with so much to play for, with it's a position round, isn't it? Yep. Who wins pretty much gets in, but then also mathematically there's so much involved. And if you can't get down to watch a game, make sure you keep an eye on the scores, because they're going to be just as interesting.
Don't watch Player HQ.
Don't rely on the scores.
It confused me on the weekend.
Do not rely on the scores.
There might be a little live feed going around with some scores.
Don't make promises.
No, I'm not just. There might be. I just said
there might be.
Depends how many drinks you have at the Mornington game.
Well, isn't that the bloody truth?
I never drink at a Pines match. Never ever. Roger.
You need to.
My bond says I can't.
You need to be sober for a quick getaway.
Yeah, kids.
I love that. Well, that's a wrap for the Division 2 football show. We're going to take a quick break, and we're to be back with Sus's Pallets and the Wrap. You're listening and watching the Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. What?
We're ready to go.
Absolutely. You are.
This is my segment. This is my segment.
There we go. Let's back that big bloody shipping container-sized forklift to lift up the big chief on his pallets. It's now time for Sus's Pallets. Take it away, please, Chief.
Folks, I was driving down Western Port Highway. It was the middle of the day, and I saw two moons. I saw two moons in the sunshine. It was out of control, folks. So, folks, you just don't. What is happening to footy? So, and some of the stuff I've seen on social media, and for the people that want to have a crack at me or ask for putting it on social media, folks.
Oh, it's everywhere,
folks. If you do the damage, we're going to put it up. You shouldn't be doing this.
Absolutely,
you should not be doing this. So
we have a responsibility as media to commentate on these things, don't we, Chief?
Yes, but look, it was a hit from behind. You don't do that.
No, it was.
Yep. If someone has a go at you, you don't have a go back. You get over it. But during a final.
It was a cheap shot too, though, on that crib point player.
Yes, it was.
She went down, and then the Pines player came in and gave her one, then quickly went off, and Cribby obviously retaliated with the king hit from behind.
Yep. But you don't.
But then
to moon an umpire. Oh my God, folks!
On what planet would have you thought that would ever happen?
It's an interesting scenario.
To moon an umpire. So
I just wish they had have caught it, because it would have been hilarious.
Yeah. So a couple of things that have come to light that I have to verify and have been put on by I'll call them some esteemed elders, have put them on social media.
Yes.
That mooning is now an offence and is classed
it's a display of nudity
and is classed as a sexual act.
Oh shit! It's gone. It's gone. Bang!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Now, here we go. Indecent assault.
So if you're holding
Mario Ring, thank you very much.
So if you're holding if you're holding a working with children,
Oh, it's gone. Bang.
That's Gonski. So that's out the window.
Of course it is.
Yes. So it's just the ramifications. I've never seen anything like that in senior footy. No. And we're trying to get and I'm not trying to pick on anyone, but we're trying to get the game standard up for women's, and to do stuff like this, you just don't do it with frigging cameras rolling.
The commentary, if you haven't seen it, make sure you jump on Halftime Heroes and have a look. It was posted. Monday, the 11th of August, and but the commentary is hilarious. I'm not sure who the commentator was, Chief, but
they do a great job.
The way he
actually,
the way he she's just mooned. She's mooned.
Mooned the umpire. Yep.
It was literally the best.
He told it as it is. That's all it is. But Cribby won the match. Good on him.
Did they?
And they go through. She was the best player. I'm not going to mention names.
Only by an arse hair, I heard.
Yes. She was the best player, and that will be her season. That will be her season, and potentially next season gone.
What else you got, Chief? Is that it?
Well, that's. Social media, folks. If you're going to have a crack at this on social media, we're all going to. We don't control the world's social media, folks.
No,
we don't control algorithms off Facebook. If people want to have a comment on Facebook, that's their opinion. We don't give a rat's. We've got responsibilities that if people put obscene opinions up there, we'll pull them down. But
or derogatory and yeah.
Yeah, but Jesus, yeah. But folks, very frightening. Western Port Highway, just going through tired.
Been a big week.
Friggin' whooshka. Sun here, 2 moons over there. Friggin' hell. Out of control.
Very good from you, Chief. Well, that's a wrap for the Halftime Heroes. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've been without the commish, as he's at Palm Cove Retirement Village. It was always going to come to me. It was always going to come to me. What's
Palm
that?
Cove hat.
Yeah, the Palm Cove hat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's a kind of a straight jacket.
Not a new one, is it? Doesn't wear a new hat.
No.
Does he buy him new?
No.
Okay.
No, he's waiting for the club to go, and he's the biggest tight ass. He's got more money than God. He's the biggest tight ass, and he's waiting on Cass going, oh, Commish, we'll give you a new hat. But you know what, Commish, it's not going to happen. Go and get your own hat, you bloody tight ass. He is at Palm Cove Retirement Village. Hello to you, Commish, and hello to Steph, who's just probably spoon-feeding him at the moment, his soft, mashed-up food. It has been a pleasure. Chief, the master button pusher, get well soon, Barbs. Very disappointing that you didn't have her back, Chief. We weren't treated with any kind of spread. But get well soon to you, Barbs. You are an absolute treasure. But thank you to you, master button pusher, extraordinaire, executive producer, and AI. No, you're right. AI. Nothing.
I'm not an AI consultant, so get that away. Clearly, we can. Yeah, clearly.
Thank you to Jake Cobber Gup Kelly, his debut on the Halftime Heroes. I think he's impressed, hasn't he?
Best on the under-11s.
Best on Premiership player, the Narre South Lions.
Narre South,
Premiership player under 11s.
Absolute highlight.
And I think you came second runner-up in was it second or third runner-up in?
Would have been third.
Yeah, third runner-up in.
Maybe we should get him on
as well.
Coach's Corner coming up.
Absolutely.
Tell your life story. Yeah. Well, you can bring in the photo albums, and we could
could
really.
You imagine the commission?
We could really embarrass him on live television.
He's got 3 screens going on. He's got an iPad. Commish comes in with a bit of paper and some chook scratching.
Big confusing.
There's been more.
Apple, don't you eat them?
And it's great to have you back too, great man.
Good
of course,
to be
the
back.
Senior coach re-signed for season 2026 of the Somerville Football Netball Club, Chris Gamble. Hello to you too, Kate. Hi, Kate. Thanks for coming, mate.
How are you?
Very good. Thanks for joining us, mate. It's always a pleasure. Thank you. That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes. It's been a pleasure. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.